Hey everyone. Sorry for the small break in videos this month. I just started school again, so I've had to adjust to that. But I'll be back to a one-a-week schedule, and I'll try to release the videos every Sunday. This video is not going to be very content heavy, should be less than 10 minutes, but it'll be a nice one for the project because I'll be showing you how to implement auto tile so that we could easily just paint onto the world just like we've been doing here, except it'll be an actual tile set. It'll look like, it won't just be green boxes and gray backgrounds. Thanks to GameCrazy for letting me use tiles from his Game Boy Zelda inspired tile sets. It's only a couple bucks for the full tile set, so check out his itch page in the description below. But yeah, let us get started. So, new scene. Root node is just a node, and then make two sprites. The first one would be called wall, and the second one will be called floor. Those are the only two tiles we're going to be using in this video. So in the description I have dungeon floor, dungeon walls. Put those in your tiles folder, and then the wall node is going to have dungeon walls, and then floor is going to have dungeon floor. So that's all we need. We don't need to worry about collisions right now. Just convert to Tileset, save it in the tiles folder as dungeon.tres. So now let's just delete this tile map and create a new one, just as a refresher. We're going to add the tile set by dragging it right here. We're going to set the cell size to 16 by 16. And I don't know if I did this before, but we're going to set the Z index lower so that the tiles never get drawn on top of the player. So now let's edit the tile set. Under the tile index of 0, we're going to set is auto tile on and set the tile size to 16 and 16 and keep the bitmask mode as 2x2. So I don't know how to explain this super well, but here, let me just show you. Go down to auto tiles here and then zoom in. I'm just gonna set the icon to the middle, but bitmask. What the bitmask is it tells AutoTile, the engine automatically figures out which one of these tiles to use depending on its location. It does this not by arranging your tile set in any specific way, but by drawing a bitmask over the tiles. So here, this is what the bitmask is going to look like. Think of the red here as what, like, the red represents what kind of tile it's going to be. Think of the red as the tile, and where it's not red is where the tile connects to the floor. So here, the floor would be here because this is the corner piece, and this is on the outside, so around this box, the floor would be outside because we drew this red box inside of it. For here, we draw a red box going on the outside of the tiles, and the clear bit right here, because these are the edge pieces of the tile set, that's where it connects to the floor, and that's why that's not colored in. And if you want to see what I mean, if we draw a box, it'll just do that. And then the inside, here are the inside tiles. So that's the auto tile, and now we just have to draw around our rooms. So this is what a room might have looked like before. Now to make auto tile work, we just have to draw a little bit outside so that it has something to connect to on the outside. And then, oh, I messed that up. There. And another room here. That's the inner layer of it, and then the auto tile we draw on the outside. And there we have walls. And now if we want to add floor, we could just click tile map up here, click bucket fill, and just color in the inside. So we don't need to run the game. This is what it's gonna look like. But if we do run the game, we didn't set up the collisions yet. So go back here, select collision, and what we have to do is we have to draw the collision boxes for each one of these tiles. There's no way to copy and paste it as far as I could tell. You have to do it manually for each one. So let's set the step for the snap to be 16 by 16. And what you do is, once you have this selected, you would click this box, click roughly in the 4 corners, and there's the tile. And then you would select the next one and do the same thing. So for large tile sets, this can be really annoying. Luckily this one's pretty small. But if you have a more, you could follow this the process from this whole video to add any number of tiles to that tile set. Just keep in mind that if your tile sets are larger, if they all rely on collisions, you have to do this. There are other options. You could say not do any of the collisions here and then draw the collisions on a different tile map that would be invisible manually. So maybe this is what it would look like right now, and then you would just draw the collisions on the edges. You could use tiled map importer. That you could find that on AssetLib, but Asset Library. That I don't know how to do that. But if you know how to use tiled, if you're already comfortable with that, you could set up all your tile sets with that and then import it into Godot. There's many ways to design your levels, but auto tiles is just one method. I would try to go into more explanation of the 3x3, but it's not necessary for this video. Plus, Godot 3.1 is coming. This tutorial series has been for 3.0. I've played around with the project in 3.1. I don't think there's too many changes yet to make. But when 3.1 stable comes out, I'm going to have a video on how to update it, and that's probably when season 2 of Zelda would start. If 3.1 stable came out next week, I'm still going to use 3.0 until I have this project in a solid spot, and then there would be another video for updating it. But the tile, my point is the tile set editor, they updated it a ton in 3.1. It's one of their major new additions, and it's great, and I'd love to have a video explaining how to use that outside of Zelda soon, using the alpha or something. But anyway, that's irrelevant. This is what we're doing for this video. If we press play, we should be able to collide. Yes, cool. And you know, it looks nice, and could smack enemies around. They collide as well. It's all good. So yeah, that's how we're gonna do in this video. Like I said, it's a short one. I have the next 9-ish videos planned out. I'd like for season 1 of Zelda to end at 20 videos. Like I said, I'm still gonna keep working on the series, but after season 1, there's gonna be a break so I could work on other tutorial series that I've had in mind. For instance, I put on Patreon, if I reach $100, then I'll show how to make a level editor. That was reached. If you want to see what I mean, here is my website. It has the first few text tutorials already up. Here's the first text tutorial, and then here's the most recent videos. The first one's pinned. Oh, my computer's lagging a lot. Sorry about this. The first one's pinned. The second one is down here. They look kind of like this, separated into different sections. That's setting up the scenes, and the second page is setting up the script. So if you want to take a look at that, that's cool. I'm still catching up to the latest videos. I only have the first two, and I made this article like a few weeks ago, but I'll get to work on that. But with the level editor, I have a demo on what the tutorial might cover using the Zelda series. The tutorial won't be Zelda themed. Oh wow. My computer is not happy. It's not this slow, I promise. But the level editor works basically the same as using a tile map, and then use the scroll wheel to do this. Place the player around, walls, Stelphos, blah blah blah, and then you click run. And then there you go. This demo, I didn't fix that yet. This demo also shows a lot of the stuff that's going to be in future videos, including this game over screen, which will be properly scaled. But yeah, if you want to check out this, here it is. I'll put a link in the description to my website. But yeah, the level editor is going to be basic. It's not going to be Zelda themed, but it's going to show you how to do the same stuff, and it'll apply to the Zelda project very easily, so you could incorporate it into this tutorial series as well. But yeah, that's all we're covering for this video. What else is there to talk about? Patreon. I'm gonna start listing the names at the end of the videos only if the patron, only if it actually goes through. I know no one's just pledging just so they could see their name at the end of the video, but I'd like to only show who's supporting me after I actually got some of their support, you feel? I'm gonna wait. It's the end of the month. I'm gonna wait till next video to show the end slate with all the patrons at the end of the video like I usually do. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Thanks for watching.